The one thing about this league is nobody cares about your problems. They don't care. They're just glad you got them. Good morning. Bad seasons happen. Bad moments happen. Things don't go the way you planned them to go. You gotta meet those head on, and you gotta accept it. It's our job to make sure we have enough good players on the roster to win no matter what occurs. It's our job. It's our job to find answers. I'm pissed, but I'm not discouraged. When times like this happen, change occurs.
Everybody get in all right? No issues? All right. We just got a couple things to go over just to make sure we're all on the same page.
Well, Senior Bowl, it's the start of it. I mean, it's the first time you really get your hands on these guys.
You're learning more. You're just increasing that library of players in your head.
You have 5 days. It's a great time to capture a lot of info.
There are no slouches here.
Just when you're down here, you guys know the positions in need. I mean, it's pretty obvious. We've talked about it. Well, the area scouts, it gives them a chance to, really two things. See their own guys up close, again, spend more time with them, and then also they get to see the other guys now.
You can pick their brain on what you're seeing from maybe a guy that they've spent all fall scouting.
We know what to do when we're at practice. Just handle your positions. Look at the stuff we can't see on tape. Who's first in line, what they're like between reps, after a bad play, after a good play. Let's try and look at that here. There's a lot of players we haven't seen up close. So the interviews, though, that's the big thing. Just communicate.
This is kind of the first period where we can get firsthand information from the player.
I really don't feel like I can say what I truly think about a player until I talk to him and see him up close.
So it's really a weeding out process. We're just weeding out the wheat. You cast a big net and you're just shrinking it down.
It's probably the last time you get to see the guy play pure football. Senior Bowl kind of closes the book on the player's fall season, but we know there's a long way to go.
All right, let's watch some tackle football, folks. All right, Joey, don't hold back. Let me know what you think.
Senior Bowls, it's tremendous. What we are able to get out of watching players compete, against the best players. It's an apples to apples comparison playing the game of football.
Now you start kind of paying attention to the smaller details on the field.
That was a phenomenal effort. Will he fold like a lawn chair under adversity? Yeah, he looked like a baby giraffe. Just watch and they'll stand out. You'll see who they are. I've seen better hands on a snake. He's like a young bunny rabbit. He's just eyes big, wanting to absorb everything.
From August to April is 9 months.
Who's gonna be the practice player today, Jamie?
It's kind of like a delivery birthing process.
There's another one, baby. Another one for the draft room.
You're excited. It's delivery time.
That's like hotel coffee versus Starbucks. That's not close.
Things will start to pop. You'll know the guys you like at this point.
Oh, Jamie, you like this guy. I can hear it right now.
It's fun to watch them, players improve each and every day, and they usually take big steps.
The Senior Bowl was a way for me to get my foot in the door. Teams kind of knew the kind of player that I was, but they didn't really, understand, or they couldn't fit it into a certain box. So once they got to see me live and in person, and they kind of saw that I didn't really skip a beat in any of the things that they asked me to do, the Senior Bowl was really what put me over the top.
I'm going to go down for individual and give him the... There's certain guys, when you see them in person, you just know, right, okay, that guy looks like he would fit in. What's up, Jamal? How you doing, buddy? I'm trying to look at a lot of guys at once.
Good hands. Good, stop.
I would go down to the field during individual period. You get a feel for his movement, and then just seeing, is he a competitor? Is he vocal? Is he quiet? for team, I'd go up into the stands just so I could see more. He had some good reps. He's just not real big. We got to know the whole picture. We're never going to stop trying to learn.
I think it's an issue or a matter of the heart, passion, obsession. Can you bounce back from a setback? How do you face adversity? Those are the things we're honing in on.
It plays a big role. I mean, there's been players that we've liked on video, but we spend time with them, and for whatever reason, we just feel like they're not going to be a good fit here. We won't force the issue.
Any questions before we get started? Let's start with the people in your life. You know, your parents, your siblings, your girlfriend, any significant people. Who is the most influential male in your life? I'm a character scout. What kind of difficult times did you all have as a family growing up? I've developed this interview process drawing largely upon my military experience, whether it's assessing special forces candidates or gathering information from an enemy combatant on the battlefield. You have an information requirement. Convince me. Give me examples from the way you practice, the way you play, on and off the field. Convince me how tough you are.
My immediate first impression of Coach Decker was, this guy really knows how to control a room.
I'm the evaluator, not him. I just need the information. He has to be very specific in providing me examples. I can grade the behaviors associated with different traits. Give the best example you can think of from your playing career that demonstrates your ability to play at less than 100%.
His biggest question was, in an adverse time, what did you do to overcome that, or how did you react to it? And that was basically like his only main thing that he kind of wanted me to answer, because he didn't really care about the stats, the sacks I made. He kind of just wanted to know as a person, my character. And coming out of that conversation, I was like, man, I kind of want to be a Colt.
We're working off the assumption is past behavior is the best predictor of future behavior. I'm trying to predict how well is he going to adapt to the demands at the NFL level. How long did it take you before you were able to get a good balance between the schoolwork, football's a job, and then whatever social life you had?
Everything I think we do from an interview process, we talk through with Deck.
Brian has a great sense of the team and what's going on in our locker room and what type of guy can fit in our locker room.
Can you be the guy that holds people accountable? I kind of consider myself as the gatekeeper to our culture. I feel like it's my job to identify the makeup of players and ensure that we get that piece right.
In the end, he's usually proven right. He can spell out exactly why.
What do you think of the kid? What do you think of him? Is he solid across the board? Seems like a good kid.
I just think it's a matter of, like, I think what you demand of him is what he's going to give you. And he knows it, he recognizes it.
The first start to fixing is having self-awareness.
The Senior Bowl is a great opportunity for the coaches to get their first look. Being on the field down at Mobile, you get to see the intangibles, the interaction. Do you feel that explosiveness off the ball? The closer you get to the action, the more you feel it. Who flashed? That's a common term, right? Who flashed? What you hope is that a flash turns into something much deeper than that. We want to get to know the players. You get a first impression. You discipline yourself not to make up your mind off that first impression. Going out and looking for those people who you're going to bring in for the shoe. It's a thorough vetting process, but it's an exciting process. When we get to the combine, right, that's a whole different animal. It's a long process, and this is just the beginning.